Texas League Baseball is next. And welcome into the regular season finale broadcast on this Sunday afternoon. And now here's the voice of the missions, John Baker. Well, thank you, Bob, and welcome in one and all to this regular season finale broadcast of 2023. It is the final game and meetup of the year between the two ball clubs, between the visiting Springfield Cardinals and your first half South Division champions, your San Antonio Missions. I've got to say, today after this ball game, everybody in the Texas League will wrap up the regular season, but 4 ball clubs remain as they will be safe from the elimination. And so far, our 4 competitors that are joining us in the Texas League playoffs are announced. San Antonio, Amarillo, Arkansas, and Springfield will be our 4 finalists. And so far, we are just ready to get things started in the Texas League playoff rounds. We've got to say, go online now at samissions.com, purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, don't forget Thursday, September 21st. That is this close weekend coming up, as San Antonio will host the Amarillo Sod Poodles here in San Antonio for Division Series Game 2. And so far, Game 3 on Friday night, if necessary. And got to say, we are following the Texas League teams around as pretty much what we did last year. Bob and myself went off to Frisco, and we saw the Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Wichita Wind Surge. And pretty much, it was pretty good and fun as well. So that means we get a road trip as we go into the Texas League playoff rounds. That's right, and even the championship as well. And so far, going to live broadcast from their ballpark, and so far going to be pretty fun as well. Got to say, it is a sad day for a lot of Texas League ball clubs, and so far, Midland and Wichita, Corpus Christi and Tulsa, Frisco, Wichita, Tulsa, and Northwest Arkansas are set to be eliminated after the final games here today. Now, we have our ball clubs ready to go. San Antonio and Springfield set for 105. 105 there in Amarillo. Wichita, 105. And so far, getting things ready to go here this afternoon. Well, got to say, welcome into our pregame show, and we're going to talk about last night's ball game. Boy, I got to say, San Antonio wins in a walk-off as they get first and third. The RBI in the score, winning the ball game, and the Missions win their 80th in a final score of 6-5. So, Bob, what was that ball game like to you, and what was so amazing about it? Well, I got to say, John, the base hits really came in for both sides, and both sides, they did really good as Springfield tries to put up a fight. San Antonio wins by knocking them down. And so far, they did a pretty good job. Well, I got to say, they sure did. Well, anyway, I got to say, we're just moments away from first pitch. And today is going to be the deciding factor of this ball game. And so far, Springfield is almost close to a 70th victory, or it could be San Antonio's game if they can win the 81st of this regular season, and they will close it out as we get ready to go here this afternoon. Well, everybody is piling in the stadium, and so far tickets are on sale for the Texas League playoff rounds, so make sure you guys get that as well. Well, proud sponsor today, Bally Life. Follow the missions all season long and your favorite Texas League ball clubs as we get set for the 2024 regular season coming in, do believe, on Friday, April 5th of 2024. I was going to say Tuesday, but I will be incorrect if I say that. But anyway, looking at the 2024 schedule, we are live at Amarillo Friday night, April 5th through the 7th for a short 3-game series. Missions back home on Tuesday night, April 9th through Sunday afternoon, April 14th, as we take on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals in a 6-game series. And following after that will be a road trip to Corpus Christi beginning Tuesday, April 16th through Sunday, April 21st. And then coming home on the 23rd through the 28th of April to take on the visiting Wichita Wind Surge. Then it's 12 on the road as we head to Arkansas and Frisco. 2 stops in the Texas League, 1 stop in the North and South. And coming back home to take on at least 2 homestands for the month of May. Missions will be home to take on the Corpus Christi Hooks beginning on May 14th through the 19th. Road trip to Wichita the 21st through the 26th. Then we are home to take on the Frisco Rough Riders in a 6-game set beginning May 28th through June 2nd. And then after that, going to Midland on June the 4th through the 9th. And then coming home and taking on Corpus Christi for a 6-game set, June 11th through the 16th. Amarillo, we are gone to Amarillo the 18th through the 23rd of June. And back home to take on the Midland Rockhounds the 25th through the 30th of June. So that's going to be pretty good. Well, then we start 3-game set at Corpus Christi, then come home and take on a 3-game set against Corpus Christi. And then 2 days off, Sunday and Monday. And then it is Tuesday, July 9th through the 14th as we take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Then after that, 4 days off, we wrap up the first half of the regular season. Second half will start on the road for a 3-game short series at All-American Ballpark in Arkansas as taking on the Arkansas Travelers for that short 3-game set. Missions head to Midland after that, the 23rd through the 28th, as they take on the Midland Rockhounds after that. July 30th through August 4th will be our 6-game homestand against the Frisco Rough Riders. San Antonio will head to Springfield on August 6th through the 11th to take on the Cardinals. And then coming back home to take on a 6-game homestand with the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles. Missions will head to Frisco on August 20th through the 25th. And then coming back home on Tuesday, August 27th through the 1st of September to take on our final meetup against the Midland Rockhounds. San Antonio will then head to Tulsa after that homestand The Tulsa Drillers taking on the San Antonio Missions on Tuesday, September 3rd through the 8th, there at DCJ Field. Missions will head back home to San Antonio to take on the Springfield Cardinals in a final 6-game set for the regular season of 2024. Now, I will say they might be playoffs next year, but evidently, let's hope and keep our fingers crossed for another great season next year in Texas League Baseball. Well, we are just moments away, and so far we cannot wait to get things going, and we will definitely get things ready to rock and roll in this final game of this 6-game set. And so far it is a mostly cloudy afternoon, and we're going to have fun having a good time. Well, first pitch coming up right after this from our proud sponsor of Petco and PetSmart, the pet supply places on this last Bark in the Park Sunday of the regular season. We're back here with the first pitch coming up right after our proud sponsor of Pet Supply Marts. All right, for the regular season finale pitcher, Jordan Guerrero will be 6'5", 296 pounds, and age 26. Will get the start for San Antonio here this afternoon. In now, Errol Robertson will get things started as he plays in shortstop for Springfield. Well, we're about ready to go. Here's the first pitch by Guerrero, and we are underway as that is taken well and inside for a code strike, and we're underway on this Sunday afternoon, the regular season finale of the two ball clubs. The 0-1. That one is fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. Missions on Tuesday start the division playoff rounds Tuesday night at Amarillo, and then Game 2 here in San Antonio beginning on Thursday, September 21st. Game 3 necessary Friday night, the 22nd. And the 0-2. That one hit to Fernandez at first, and that is out number 1 to begin the day. And now we'll go ahead and give the visiting Springfield Cardinals the starting lineups. And Bob, gotta say, these boys are down to their last game at San Antonio for this regular season. Do they pick up a win on the road, or do they lose it here today? Well, if they lose it, then they won't see the 70th, but San Antonio will see their 81st. That's right. Second baseman Francisco Hernandez coming in as he goes but does not swing. That's called for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count here to Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now 0-2. Proud sponsors of San Antonio Missions today is Petco, PetSmart, and all the supply places. And also we got Bob's lovely wife here today. And Ann, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? Boy, I was a bit concerned about you the other day. How are you doing? Was the hospital visit, I guess, good, or what happened? My blood pressure was too high, and I had to go see my doctor. Oh, well, okay. Well, I hope you're doing good, and hopefully you won't have that problem again. I sure hope not. Hot corner third baseman Irving Lopez coming in. See a lot of dogs out there, and so far, make sure your dogs are on their leashes here today, because if your dogs are not on the leash, then you could see a $500 fine for letting them off or letting them do whatever. But anyway, just keep them on the leash. Right there to Fernandez, and that's a easy play. And a 1-2-3 half inning here this afternoon. No runs, no hits, no errors for Springfield here in the top of the first inning. So we're on now to the bottom of inning number 1, and it's no score through the top half. Jose Martinez, a right-hander, will come in for Springfield. The regular finale here this afternoon, 6-0. 196 pounds and age 27. Center fielder Tim Lopes returning on the roster as of yesterday. In last night's ball game, Lake Bacher led off the center field position. And so far, it was pretty good as he was crowned the Texas League Gold Glove winner. Even for a Friday night that we were live on Game 4 of the 6-game set, Lake Bacher had a shutout. He allowed no runs, no hits, no errors. And he pretty much had to get help from the ball club as well. And that's going to be line drive up to right center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So perfectly good, well-executed fastball by the center fielder, Tim Lopes. The shortstop is Wander Javier as he comes in and is ready to go. He takes one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. So, gotta say, the starting pitcher for that Friday night, Lake Bacher, got the Gold Glove win, and it was pretty good. He got to take that Gold Glove home and show it to his family. And pretty good as that 2023 Gold Glove will go to him. And that's going to be right there. And oh no, he overshoots it. And that's going to bring home the game's first run. Boy, I got to say, that is a error costly to Springfield now, as that will be a base hit, an error for Springfield. San Antonio scores in a run due to the error. And you don't see that every day. It's like a circus act out there. Yeah, I gotta say, John, that was kind of getting out of hand. He overshoots it there at the first base area. Yeah, and he sure does. Right there, swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 1-1. Mostly cloudy skies, temperature-wise, 89 degrees. Here in the bottom of the first inning, you see the sun peeping through the clouds. Little shade here and there. Evidently today is going to be a mostly cloudy day. High fly in the afternoon, and that is going to get away. And here comes the run, and they tag him out right there at the plate. Boy, the ball for Springfield is getting away from him. Yeah, I know, and he overshoots it right there. The first baseman will miss it by accident, but they do get a double play on the play. And that second run, Wander Javier tries to score in for the second run for San Antonio, but he gets tagged out at the plate. In now, the first baseman, Juan Fernandez, strying up for the Missions here. 1-0 San Antonio on a RBI triple, an error on Springfield to the first baseman. And that is going to be lined up to center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So 2-out single continues this half inning. And that's going to bring in the third baseman in the hot corner, Lucas Dunn. Dunn coming in and ready to go. The pitch right there to short. Pass it to second and the force, and that is the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error for Springfield. As we now head to the top of the second inning, it is 1-0 San Antonio over Springfield. We're back here to start off the top of 2 as L.J. Jones will lead it off for Springfield in inning number 2. We're back with Texas League Baseball. It is the Missions 1, Springfield 0. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, welcome back to Texas League Baseball in this regular season finale of 2023. L.J. Jones leads it off, top of 2. The pitch. That one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes, and we are underway in the top of the Springfield second. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The pitch. And that one, line drive up the center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So no out single will get this thing started for Springfield as they try to tie up this ball game. And the tying run now at first base. Center fielder Chase Pender coming in as he hits one high fly in the air. Right fielder Mears moves in, and he's got it. And that's going to be an overthrow as well. And it looks like San Antonio, Joshua Mears gets tagged a E9 error. 1 error committed by these 2 ball clubs, and boy, they are not focusing on all cylinders here today. Well, I gotta say, John, that's not the case of why these men are making errors. Oh, and what do you think? You think they're daydreaming or something? I don't know what they're doing, but all I can say is they better get their acts together, quit making errors, and focus on batters. Tyler Rechenborn coming in as he takes in a cold strike, and it's 0-2. Jones out there is second. He reached on a error in second. The 0-2. And that's going to be hit to the first baseman. And the ball is back to the catcher, Michael Cantu, as they will gobble him up there as second for the out. So the 6-hole batter goes down. Matt Koperniak is coming in. And he'll take one in there for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Tying run for Springfield, 90 feet in to score. And he'll take one down and in for a cold strike. It's 0-2. So one more strike here in this top half of inning number 2. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they will get him down. So no runs on a hit, one error for San Antonio, and one left stranded at third. To the bottom of the second we go, and it's 1-0 San Antonio as we go to the bottom of 2. The designated hitter, Grant Little, coming in, and he's going to blister one to left, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And he's going to have to stay at first for a leadoff single. Thought about 2, but that's a pickoff play right there. And that's going to bring in Jackson Merrill, the second baseman. Boy, great idea for that first guy out there running in first base. He was going to get into second. That would have been an out recorded for Springfield. And so far, the Cardinals would have had that out, and it would pretty much go on from there. Right there and inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-2. Martinez pitching for the Cardinals, 17 so far for pitches. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Third baseman will make the grab, and he's got it for out number 1. The left fielder is Albert Fabian as he comes in for San Antonio here this afternoon. Cloud cover expected to increase by afternoon. And that's going to be line drive to center, a clean line drive base hit. We now got first and second still with one away. Boy, a few more base hits like that, Bob, and they could get in a early, much anticipated score against Springfield. Now in the number 9 batter, Michael Cantu, as he swings and fouls that one off for the count now 0-1. First and second, one away, bottom of 2. San Antonio up just a run. Springfield trails the run. That one high and outside. It's even up at 1-1. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now even to a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and he'll see another one. One ball, two strikes the count. And the pitch. And that's going to be lifted high in the air. And the right fielder will run it down as he's got out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder,
in now, back to the top of the lineup, center fielder Tim Lopes. 1 for 1, the single he had earlier. turns into a double, I think, after reaching upon the error. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-1. The pitch. Fouled off, and he'll see a nuller. No balls, 2 strikes to the center fielder. And the pitch. That one high and outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll go down swinging. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we now go to the top of the third, San Antonio holds a 1-0 lead over Springfield. Top of 3 coming up on Texas League Baseball in the regular season finale. It is right fielder Justin Turner when we come back. Back here in 3, 2, 1. Well, we welcome you back to Texas League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon as we get set for the top of the third inning for Springfield. First, before we do that, we'll go over Texas League scores early. Top of the third innings, Midland trailing, well, I will say the Rockhounds up 3-0 over the Wichita Wind Surge. And so far, it is a pretty good ball game there at the porch. The Frisco Rough Riders, they are up 3-0 over Amarillo there at Water Ridge Field in downtown Amarillo. San Antonio up 1-0 over Springfield. And so far, our 8 ball clubs today playing the Texas League season finale. Now, do believe that the Arkansas Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals will start up in just a little while from now. Their first pitch scheduled at 2:05 to get things started. Corpus Christi at Tulsa tonight there at DCJ Field. They'll start at 6:05 for their first pitch. So pretty much we have 6 ball clubs that are going. And so far the next 2, Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas, starting up at 6:05. Or 2:05, I do apologize about that. 2:05, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, Corpus Christi, and Tulsa set for 6:05 this evening. Well, we're about ready to go, and stepping in, Justin Turner will lead it off top of the third inning for Springfield. Here's the pitch, and that one is high fly in the air, and that will just be outside the pole and the scoreboard. And that is a foul for the count now 0-1. Underway, top of 3. And he's going to try to bunt his way. That will go foul. And the count now is 0-2. The 0-2 fouled off, and he'll see another one. 1-0 San Antonio in the top of the third inning. Springfield trying to get a run in to score and try to even up a match point ball game. Here's a pitch. That one high flying in the air, in right center. Lopes under it, and he makes the grab for the out. So we got the dogs in here with us. That's pretty nice. German Shepherd, St. Bernard. Boy, I love your dogs, Bob.
Yeah, I know. They are some good boys. They're best friends, too.
Well, let's have a pretty good last Bark in the Park in the regular season. And so far, it's going to be pretty good for all of us to watch. The catcher, Pedro Pages, coming in. The count 0-2 as he takes 2 in the strike zone. So far, pretty good on this afternoon as San Antonio has a 1-0 early advantage against Springfield. The 0-2. Swinging and a miss, and he gets them. That's 2 away.
Wow. Guerrero struck him out. Like, he went, and there's the instant replay of that ball game, and boy, I gotta say, that is just absolutely amazing to just watch. I could watch that all day if I wanted to. Well, you're not kidding, Bob. I would watch that with you. How about all of us? Hey, you know what? And you got a great point right there. All of us could watch it. Well, here's a leadoff batter. Shortstop Errol Robertson. Robertson coming in, and he'll take one right there and in for a code strike, and it's 1-1. Uh-oh, somebody's getting into an altercation with one of the umpires. Hey, boy, he just better walk back to the bullpen or dugout, wherever he came from. That's one way. I think he's been tossed. I don't even know. Nope, he has not been. Okay. He's just arguing something. And that's going to be right there. Fernandez. Oh, boy, he gets him. And that's the inning right there. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the third we go in the regular season finale. It is 1-0 San Antonio. The shortstop, Wander Javier, ground out in the first inning, 0 for 1 of this day. Right there and inside for a taken code strike. And it is 0-1. That one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be line drive up to left center, and that's getting through for a no-out single. Rockhounds up against Wichita 3-0 in the top of the third inning. Boy, and Amarillo is coming back a little bit, trailing a run against the Frisco Rough Riders. 3-2 the score up there at Wateridge Field. That one is high. It is gone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, man. Wow. Man, that one is high. Right fielder Joshua Mears rounds the bases, and that ball is gone. Man, I sound like Bob Hartz for the Midland Rockhounds. Mears just puts that one out of reach. It's a 368-foot, 94.2 mile an hour exit velocity. And San Antonio leads 3-0 over Springfield, bottom of 3, as the right fielder Joshua Mears comes back to a double-A team, and he squares one right at it for his ball club. Boy, this game is getting good by the moment as we go through this final game in the regular season. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the first baseman, Juan Fernandez, as he grounds off to the third baseman, and he'll square away to the first for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Lucas.
The 5th batter, Lucas Dunn, is 0 for 1, a ground out in the first inning. 2-run shot by the right fielder, Joshua Mears, and he gets the go chain with the $sign on there. Boy, he delivers that 2-run shot. And pretty good right there. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. 3-0 San Antonio after the 2-run shot by Mears up and right. And the changeup will get him on strike 3. And that is 2 away here in this half inning. The designated hitter is Grant Little. Single in the second is 1 for 1. Boy, pretty good ball game here this afternoon. And that's a swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. Tuesday, we start our playoff rounds at Amarillo. Get a game there at Water Ridge Field in downtown Amarillo. And so far, pretty good. As we come back on Thursday night, September 21st, for Game 2 of the division playoff rounds. Amarillo and San Antonio going head-to-head. Game 3 Friday night, if necessary. 1 ball, 2 strikes, designated hitter Grant Little. Swing and a miss, and that will be out for strike 3. Well, the right fielder Joshua Mears gets a run on a couple of base hits, no errors, and nobody left. We're on now to the top of the 4th, and it is 3-0 San Antonio over the Cardinals here this afternoon. We're back as Francisco Hernandez will lead it off in the top of the 4th inning for Springfield. It's Texas League Baseball. The San Antonio Missions 3, Springfield Cardinals 0. We're back here in 3, 2, 1. Well, about ready to set for the top of the Springfield 4th as Francisco Hernandez will get things started. But before we do, we have our scores. San Antonio 3-0 over the Springfield Cardinals. Midland Rockhounds, they get a run in to score. It is 4-0 over the Wichita Wind Surge. 3-2 Frisco as the Rough Riders up a run against Amarillo. Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas, 2:05 first pitch. Corpus Christi and Tulsa, 6:05 first pitch of their ball games. And so far, Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas about ready to go in little less than 15 minutes from now. So about ready to go, Francisco Hernandez will lead it off, top of the fourth inning for Springfield, as he takes one right there inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery, and that one's going to be pelted right there up to right center, and that's getting through for a base hit. Well, pretty good line drive up there to right center field, and boy, Guerrero already given up 2 hits, no runs allowed. 3 strikeouts now at 32 pitches for 3 in no-point innings. Here's the third baseman, Irving Lopez, as he takes one high and outside, just shy of the outside corner for a ball in the count now, 1-0. Springfield Road Red and Grays with Nike tennis shoes. Mission's Home Whites in their Nike tennis shoes. That one is high fly in the air. Up in left field is Fabian. He makes the grab, and that is for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, L.J. Jones.
That'll bring in the first baseman, L.J. Jones. Singled in the second is 1 for 1 of the day for the Cardinals. That one is far and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 delivery. And that one again, high fly in the air. Fabian will reach up with one hand as he makes the catch for out number 2. And again, yes, the ball is trying to get away from the second baseman, as thrown from left fielder Fabian to the second baseman Jackson Merrill. And we'll say that right there, he gets it back in quickly for it to get corralled. The 5th hole batter, center fielder Chase Pender. Pender coming in, and he fouls that one off, and that's the count now, 0-1. Well, let's go up to the Northeastern, or yeah, somewhere in there. Hartford Yard Goats, boy, they're getting clobbered by the Portland Sea Dogs. 14-1, bottom of the 6th inning. Reading Fighting Fields and Birmingham Rumble Ponies are tied at 2-2. Pretty good up there in that side of baseball country up there. Even though the Northeastern Leagues are already 2:54 on this Sunday afternoon. Well, we now head to bottom of the 4th, and it is 3-0 San Antonio. The second baseman, Jackson Merrill, striding up bottom of 4. Game going quickly as a 3-0 shutout is going on. Right back to the mound. To Martinez, throw to first baseman. He will have it, and that is for out number 1. The 8-hole batter, left fielder Albert Fabian, coming in as he's ready to go. Sun and clouds on this regular season finale. And so far, pretty good. Boy, beautiful day in Amarillo. The Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Sod Poodles. Clear blue sky. But here in San Antonio, taking on Springfield, it is mostly cloudy with maybe even a slight chance of rain and few pockets of thunderstorm activity. Here's a 2-1. Sway and a miss, and that's the count now, 2-2. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be line drive and up to the first baseman for out number 2. Now, since it is Bark in the Park, we want everybody to come back tonight for the premiere showing of Beethoven's Second. So hope you guys come back and enjoy on our big scoreboard the movie Beethoven Second, starring Charles Grodin and Bonnie Hunt. So pretty good if you come out to the ball game, or even a movie every once in a while. We can have outdoor activities like that. Comment down below what your favorite movie is. And so far, we will play it on our big scoreboard for y'all on a pretty good weekend. Well, we're back here with Texas League Baseball as no runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio as we exit 4 this afternoon. On now to the top of inning number 5 as the DH Tyler Rechenborn will come in. And it is a 3-0 ball game and a shutout. San Antonio up to 3 in this game. And we're back with Texas League Baseball. Right after this, it's 3-0 Missions. We're back in 3, 2, 1. All right, top of the 5th inning for Springfield, and the designated hitter, that is Tyler Rechenborn, starting up their half for Springfield. 6, 7, and 8 due up for this top half of 5. And that is a 0-1 count as Guerrero will deliver in his first strike and into this half inning. That one is hit right there weakly. Guerrero will corral it, and he's got it as he passes it to the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. Well, left fielder Matt Koperniak coming in for Springfield. Strikeout in the second is 0 for 1. Boy, beautiful day up there in Wichita as the Midland Rockhounds taking on their final game of the regular season there at the Porch. Sunny conditions there, but here in San Antonio, it is just cloud cover starting to come on in. That one high fly in the air. Left fielder Fabian will make the grab, and that is a quick out, number 2. Boy, I could be correct about today. If this game goes all the way to the top of the 9th and there's still a 3-0 shutout, that means Springfield would lose on the final game of this regular season. In now the right fielder, Justin Turner in the 8th spot. Batting cleanup for Springfield. And the 0-1. Right there in the inside corner. That's a ball, in the count now 1-1. Some may suggest that that was almost a strike in there, but evidently home plate umpire Jeff Andrews does not say it was. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one hit to second baseman Jackson Merrill. Flipped to first to Juan Fernandez. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We now head bottom of the 5th inning. It is 3-0 San Antonio over Springfield. And we now head bottom of 5. Leadoff center fielder Tim Lopes drying up. 1 for 2, single RBI for him today. And the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up to right center. Left center. I do apologize. It's left center right there. And that is going in for a no-out single to Tim Lopes. And, well, time is being called as here comes the manager. And he wakes his mate to the mound. And that would do for the starter here tonight. Well, I will say... Did you say tonight? It's daytime, you donkey. Well, you're pretty right about that. I'm just making sure everybody is awake. Connor Lunn, a 6'3", 215, age 24 right-hander, will be called in relief. Ready to go is Javier, as he takes one right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Now, we'll say if you joined us live earlier in the broadcast, we pretty much gave you the whole 2024 schedule for the next upcoming regular season. So right there in the count now, 0-2. Starting off with Northwest Arkansas on opening day on April 9th through the 14th. Now, a lot of y'all were saying, are we going to take on the Frisco Rough Riders for 4 consecutive years? Well, pretty much. We took on the Frisco Rough Riders during 2021 and 2023 opening weeks. But in 2024, they're starting to switch everything around as we have 6 games against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That one high fly, and that will go foul. Boy, 4 foot outside the pole. And boy, I gotta say, that was almost a home run. Right there, swing and a miss, and that is out number 2. Well, that'll bring in the first baseman, Juan Fernandez, as he strides in. And the pitch, that one outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, just a minute away from Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas getting ready to play their game in the season finale. But evidently, the 4 remaining ball clubs safe from elimination will go to the playoff rounds. That is San Antonio and Amarillo in the south, Arkansas and Springfield in the north. The 1-1. That one is chopped to third. He'll head off to first, and that is the easy play. And that will do it. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. To the top of the 6th we go, and it's 3-0 San Antonio over Springfield. Pedro Pages will lead it off, top of the 6th inning. When we come back, it's Texas League Baseball 3-0 San Antonio over Springfield. Well, we're about ready to go for the top half of the 6th inning for Springfield. And that'll bring in the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages. So he comes in and takes one right there and inside for a cold strike. Gets 0-1. Confidence up by Jordan Guerrero, has thrown 46 pitches through his first 6 innings here on the mound for San Antonio. Right there, he goes around with a count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that one hit weakly right there. And they get to apply the tag on him. And that is for out number 1. Boy, beautiful play right there is the first baseman will apply the tag right there to the 9-hole batter. Errol Robertson coming in, as he will hit one high fly in the air, and the right fielder Joshua Mears will move to make the play out there and right for out number 2. The second baseman Francisco Hernandez coming in for Springfield. Could be another 1-2-3 inning, right, Bob? I gotta say, they're 1 out away from that, making it happen. Guerrero through this inning had 5 pitches. No balls allowed in this one. Man, that is awesome right there, right, Bob? I gotta say, absolutely right. The 0-1. High fly in the air. Left fielder Fabian will make the grab, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors for Springfield, as we now head for the bottom of the home 6 for San Antonio. It's 3-0 missions. Bottom of 6, and that'll bring in the hot corner third baseman, Lucas Dunn. Strikeout and the ground out is 0 for 2 of this afternoon. And a pitch. That one is high flying in the air. Right fielder will make the play, and that will be out number 1.
The batter, the designated hitter, Grant Little.
The designated hitter is Grant Little, is 1 for 2 single in the second. Boy, San Antonio, they are mowing them down and shutting them out in this finale game. Right there and in for a taking code strike. And it is 0-1. That one high fly in the air. Second baseman will call off the right fielder for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Second baseman Jackson Merrill coming in. 2-way, nobody on. 3-0 ball game, San Antonio in their favor. And that's a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-1 by Merrill. The 0-1. And that is high in the air. And that will go up to the shortstop for out number 3. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors for this half inning. And it's on now to the top of the 7th as the third baseman Irving Lopez will lead it off. It's the Missions 3, Springfield 0. Well, leading off the top of the 7th inning for Springfield is third baseman Irving Lopez. Lopez coming in. Arkansas up 1-0, top of the first inning after a solo home run. So far, pretty good. The pitch right there and in for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, down to our last 3 innings of play here this afternoon, and with the regular season almost complete. And that's going to be line drive up to right, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to be a no-out double for the Cardinals. And that's going to bring in the 4th batter, L.J. Jones. Well, before that goes on, the pitching coach making his way to the mound, and so far they're going to have a mound visit. And Lake Bacher is going to get the relief. Gold Glove winner of Friday night. Shut out Springfield, no runs, no hits, no errors. San Antonio 6-13-0 on that Friday night, winning the ball game by Lake Bacher and his men. The right field, well, I was going to say the right fielder, but a right-hander, Lake Bacher, is coming in as he'll get the call here as he greets up L.J. Jones. Right there to second baseman Jackson Merrill. Juan Fernandez will pick it up. But meanwhile, the runner at second will advance to third, 90 feet away from scoring in. Chase Pender, the center fielder, will stride up. And the pitch. That one is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Want to thank everybody for an incredible 2023 regular season. So far, I hope you guys will join us for Texas League playoffs coming up Tuesday at Amarillo. And Thursday night here in San Antonio, taking on Amarillo. The 1-0. That one fouled in the way. The count now even at 1-1. One ball, one strike to Chase Pender. And that one high in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1-2. Down and in, and that's the count even up at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the center fielder. And that one's going to be high in the air, and boy, that one is blistered. It's gone. So 2-run shot by Chase Pender as he's got a 2-run for Springfield, and they trail a run. Boy, if they catch up and they beat San Antonio, then that is their 70th right there. Yeah, but boy, you saw that one get hit out of here. And now the 6-hole batter, designated hitter, Tyler Rechenborn. Rechenborn coming in, and he takes right there and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Well, gotta say, as of tomorrow, we do have movie night. And we are watching Beethoven Second. So there will be days that we're scheduling, or Saturday, September 23rd, which is the following week after the playoff rounds. I do believe that San Antonio can hopefully get a spot in the Texas League Championship Series. Swing and a miss, and Rechenborn goes down.
Left fielder, Matt Capernic.
That's going to bring up left fielder Matt Caperniak. Caperniak coming in right there, and he's got a code strike one on him on a change. And the count now 0-1. Corpus Christi and Tulsa, they will start up there at DCJ Field at 6:05. First pitch. Right there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Gotta say, it's been a fun season, right, Bob?
I gotta say, you're absolutely right, John. I wouldn't miss the home games for no reason whatsoever, and so far been with you for 2 years already, and pretty fun as of that.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caperniak. And that's going to be right there, line drive to left center, and that's going to get through for a 2-out single. Now the tying run is at first base. That'll bring in the right fielder, Justin Turner, as he takes one right there just shy of the inside corner for a code strike. It's 0-1. Got Earnhardt, the manager, out there patrolling the first base area. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 away. Runner at first, 3-2 San Antonio, top of 7 here in this season finale in the regular. Here's the 1-1. High fly in the air. Third baseman Dunn makes the grab, and that is the half inning. Well, Chase Pender gets 2 runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We now head for the bottom of the 7th, and it is 3-2 San Antonio. The 8-hole cleanup hitter, left fielder Albert Fabian, coming in to start up the home stretch of this regular season. Well, Ryan Shreve and Michael Yasenka coming in for the Cardinals. 1 ball and no strikes to the left fielder Fabian. That one down and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Sun breaking out just a little bit, but cloud cover is pretty much at a good, decent pace. 3 balls, no strikes, and on deck is the catcher, Michael Cantu. Boy, 16-2, Portland Sea Dogs over the Hartford Yard Goats. And boy, I remember when San Antonio went up to Frisco during the 2018 season. The Missions had 21-4, 21 runs on 21 base hits. And that was the time that San Antonio went up to Frisco during that 2018 season.
Now catcher, Michael.
The number 9 batter, Michael Cantu, strides up. Boy, our last couple of innings here today. And that one is a swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. Well, fans up there in Springfield looking for a regular season finale victory. But evidently we may see these guys back real soon for the St. Louis Cardinals AA affiliation, Springfield. Boy, I gotta say, if Springfield beats Arkansas and they beat them out of the Texas League Championship Series, then that would be pretty good as well. So San Antonio needs to beat Amarillo in order to see these guys again if Arkansas goes down face first. So that's going to be up to right field, and that gets through for a base hit. So a 2-out single keeps this inning alive. 2-0 Arkansas over the Northwest Arkansas Naturals there at Waterbow Field in North Little Rock. And that's going to be line drive up to center, and that's getting through for another base hit. They'll need a 3-run shot in this one by the third batter here today. Right fielder Joshua Mears, third inning, gets a 2-run shot, blisters that one over the left field wall. And he's going to see if he can get another one. If that happens, then he's going to get something good than just the gold chain. Right there, swing and a miss. And that's the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 on. Bottom of 7, 3-2 our score. San Antonio up just by a run. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right fielder Mears, the 2-run shot. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And he's given chase right there on the warning track, as that will do. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we head for the top of the 8th inning, as the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages, the catcher, comes up in the top half of the Springfield 8th. We're back with Texas League Baseball, our score on the season finale, the San Antonio Missions 3, Springfield 2. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, leading off the top of the 8th inning for Springfield, the catcher, Pedro Pages. Pages coming in, and right there and in for a strike, and it's the count now, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. Oh, and 2. And he'll chop that one foul, and he'll see another one. 0-2. And right there hit to Juan Fernandez. And that is out number 1.
Now the shortstop, Errol Robinson.
In now is the shortstop, Errol Robinson. Robinson coming in. And he throws the pitch down and outside, and that's the count now, 0-1. Top of the 8th, 3-2 our score. 6,634 come up in this attendance for the regular finale of this season. Here's a 1-1. That one down and in on the changeup, and the count now 2-1. Don't forget our spring training beginning February, early March of next year. Our exhibition game coming at the end of March, as we have our exhibition against the El Paso Chihuahuas. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get up to extra bases. And Lopes is going to get there. And that's a 1-out triple. And the tying run 90 feet away from Springfield. We've got to say, that one was hit well and perfectly. And now Francisco Hernandez, the second baseman. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, the count. Single in the 4th. And the pitch. And that one is high fly in the air, and that's going to get down and now tie up the ball game. And now it's a 3-3 tie as Springfield gets a run in. RBI single by Hernandez. And that could have been a 2-run shot if it was a little bit higher than that. And we're going to see another mound visit as Lake Bacher will pretty much get called out. And that'll bring up number 87 pitching for San Antonio, Moises Lugo. Lugo now pitching for the Missions. Lugo greeting the hot corner third baseman Irving Lopez as he fouls that one off, and the count now 0-1. Go ahead and get some scores in here, and this one, Arkansas well, I gotta say, 2-0 Arkansas over Northwest Arkansas there at Riverboat Field. Boy, 6-3 Amarillo, bottom of the 5th, as they lead the Frisco Rough Riders just 3 runs. The 0-1. And that one is a broken bat right there. And they get them easily for out number 2. And that's going to bring in L.J. Jones. Tie-breaking run there at first, as Jones comes in and he takes one down and in the inside corner for a code strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Down and in, it's 1-1. And 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Tied at 3 at the top of the 8th inning. That one right there, 2 balls and a strike. So 6-3 Amarillo over Frisco. still a 4-0 ball game there for the Rockhounds and the Wichita Wind Surge. So 4-0 Rockhounds. Springfield and San Antonio tied at 3. In the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 2-2. When Northwest Arkansas gets 2 runs in, and it's tied match point. The Arkansas Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals tied at 2 apiece. Still pretty good right there. Here's the 2-2. And hit right there. Fernandez will step on the bag, and that will do. But second baseman Francisco Hernandez will deliver a run on 1 hit, and no errors, and at least a couple left on base. We now head for the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's tied at 3. Well, first baseman Juan Fernandez, 1-for-3 single in the first inning coming in. Boy, Portland Sea Dogs 19-2 over the Hartford Yard Goats. And boy, they are just giving Hartford a run for their money out there in the AA Eastern Leagues. The 0-1. And that's going to be line drive up to right center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to have a stand-up Whataburger double. And boy, that one is going to have a possibility of untying this ball game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in as he takes one high and inside for a coach strike. It's 0-1. Boy, the Amarillo Sod Poodles, they score in some more runs. A 3-run shot. And it's now 9-3 over the Frisco Rough Riders. And boy, I gotta say, well, the Rough Riders, they had a 3-0 advantage. Frisco had a 3-0 advantage during the top of the first inning, and now it's exploded right in their faces. That one high fly in the air. Right fielder, give it chase, it's gone! A 2-run shot by third baseman Lucas Dunn. And the Missions take the lead back. It is 5-3. And the crowd is celebrating as these boys are celebrating in the dugout. And boy, this regular season finale is getting pretty interesting, right, Bob? I gotta say, it is. That one hits the scoreboard and it is gone. Ryan Shreve coming in, a right-hander out of the Springfield bullpen, will try to keep things stopped right where they are. And so far, pretty good for San Antonio getting that dinger off the scoreboard. And now the designated hitter, Grant Little, as he takes one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Single in the second is 1-for-3 by the DH. One more cloud cover starting to come on in. And that one hit to the second baseman. Flipped to first. And that is out number 1. Second baseman Jackson Merrill popped out in the 6th inning. 0-for-3 on this afternoon. The pitch. That one right there, gloved by the first baseman for out number 2 by L.J. Jones. Boy, howdy. 2 outs, and that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup batter, left fielder Albert Fabian. Fabian coming in, and he swings and misses at the initial offering. For a code strike, it's 0-1. Want to thank everybody for coming out this season, and so far join us on Thursday night, September 21st, as we take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles in Game 2 of the division playoff rounds. Game 3 necessary on Friday night, September 22nd. And that is if it's necessary, we get a tie-up in the win and loss column. Here's a 1-2. That one high fly in the air. And left field. Left fielder makes the play, and that is 8 complete here on this afternoon. But a 2-run shot by the third baseman, Lucas Dunn, will give the Missions back the lead. It's 5-3 over Springfield. We're back here after this at Texas League Baseball as we get set for the last top half of the inning. For the Cardinals, it is 5-3 San Antonio as we get ready to play the top of the 9th. Back here in 3, 2, 1. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming into this season, and we just hope that everybody will enjoy the last couple of these innings. So far, a very sad day for all of us as we get ready to close out what is a great season for all of Texas League Baseball. And hope and pray that you guys come back, and we'll see y'all in the playoff rounds. Well, we got a little more fun headed your way, and so far Bob and I are going to head up to Amarillo on Tuesday as we get set for the first game of the division rounds as the Sod Poodles and the San Antonio Missions will compete in Game 1 of the division playoff rounds up there in the Panhandle. Well, so far, let's go ahead and give you scores here at the top of the 9th as we get set for it. For San Antonio, 5-3 over Springfield. The Amarillo Sod Poodles, 9-3 over the Frisco Rough Riders as they are the bottom of the 5th inning. The Rockhounds have a 4-0 advantage over the Wichita Wind Surge there at the Porch. And so far, they get a run in the top half of the 7th. So it is now 5-0 over Wichita, Arkansas, and Northwest Arkansas. Tied at 2. And so far, pretty good. Don't forget up there, DCJ Field, the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Tulsa Drillers are going at it at 6:05 p.m. So may the best team win in that one in their regular season finale there at DCJ Field. Well, gotta say, we are off to the top of the ninth inning, and stepping in, center fielder Tim, or should I say, center fielder Chase Pender. I was thinking Tim Lopes was on Springfield, but evidently I'm just making sure that you are awake. We're always awake. No, that's a good thing, Ann. So, Ann, are you having a good time? Oh, yeah, having a great time. Bob, what about you, partner? You having fun? Well, I'm always having fun with you, John. No balls, one strike, Chase Pender. High fly in the air, left field, and Fabian makes the grab. And that is out number one. That'll bring in Tyler Rechenborn. He's 0 for 3, strikeout in the 7th inning. And don't forget, 3 more games hang in the balance. 1 at Amarillo, 2 at San Antonio. And that one is high and outside. That's 1 ball and no strikes. 5-3 San Antonio, top of the 9th. 1 away, nobody on. Tyler Rechenborn for Springfield, DHing here today. That one fouled in the way. The count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be lined up to right, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Matt Koperniak. Koperniak coming in, ready to go, and he fouls that one off, and the count now 0-1. Springfield has a warm-up going on in their dugout. Here's the 0-1. And that one fouled off, and the count now 0-2. 1 more strike to Koperniak. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. And that's going to bring in another single. So 1-out single continues this half inning. Scoring position is Rechenborn. And the pitch. Right there and in for a taking coach strike. It's 0-1. San Antonio and the possibility of their 81st. Springfield, the possibility of their 70th of the season. And pretty good right there. And right there, they'll throw before the 0-1 delivery. And he's back in swiftly there at first. That one fouled and away. The count now is 0-2. Oh, and 2. And that one's right there. They get one to Jackson Merrill. They get them both. And that is the season Taco Bell double play. And folks, that's the ball game, and also the regular season finale is complete for this year. The Missions claim win number 81 over the Springfield Cardinals by the score of 5-3. So pretty good right there as this 6-game set is complete, following off the closure of the regular season. Back for more after this.
5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For Springfield, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Man, this is going to be a ball game to remember. And so far, hope everybody has enjoyed it. Well, we are pretty much going to go through our replay vault. And so far, we are going to do our highlights of this ball game. Well, so far, 5-3, our final in this contest, and San Antonio crushes Springfield in a 3-game winning streak, winning Friday night, Saturday, and now tonight, Sunday, or today, I will say. Boy, you're getting us overly confused with you saying it's a night game. Woo. You're funny, Bob. You sound like a ghost when you say woo. It's a woo. Yeah, you're funny. You should haunt a house. Yeah, right. But anyway, it's been a pretty fun season so far, and gotta say, we have just wrapped up the 2023 regular season. Gotta say, it's a sad day for all of us here in the AA Texas League, as now after today, Midland and Wichita, Corpus Christi and Tulsa, Frisco, Northwest Arkansas, they're all getting eliminated after today. Final four are San Antonio and Amarillo in the South Division. In the North is Arkansas and Springfield. So it could be a possibility that we'll see these guys again real soon. Well, one last time here in the regular season, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First, for the victorious first-place winners, the San Antonio Missions in the regular season, 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. And for Springfield, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error in this one. Lucas Dunn, player of the game, he's 1 for 4, had a home run to 2 RBIs added on that home run, and that was during the bottom half of the 3rd inning as well. Moises Lugo will get the win as he went 1.5 innings, gave up 2 hits, and so far that's the only thing that he gave up on. Connor Lunn, he is the loss for Springfield. This game at 2 hours and 37 minutes. And so far, kids and dogs running around the bases. Well, Tuesday night, 7:05 Division Series Game 1 at Amarillo. Then after that, we come home and take on a game against the Sod Poodles for our Thursday night matinee. It's a $2 Dr. Pepper night for our playoff round. And so far, San Antonio needs this victory more than ever. We need to claim a title, and hopefully we will in this game. Well, final last time up, 5-3 in this regular season finale of Minor League Baseball, the show. We are live on Tuesday at Amarillo to start off the Division Series Game 1 here in the Texas League playoffs. Well, Bob and I are going to leave San Antonio, and so far we're just going to stay gone for at least 2 days, beginning Tuesday going into Wednesday. It will be a road travel on Wednesday, so we have to come back to San Antonio to make sure that our game here will be complete as well. Game 3, if necessary, Friday night, September 22nd. That is the next following weekend. I mean, so far, we are good to go. Well, for the final time, 5-3 the score, and I got to say to all of y'all, thank you for an incredible season here in San Antonio. But it's not over yet. We still have 3 games left in this series. So, hope you guys come in and grab your playoff tickets now at samissions.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions through the remainder of the playoff rounds. And don't forget, 2024, it's all about winning. Unlike this one, the San Antonio Missions finish off the regular season 81-55. And it is pretty good in this one. For Amarillo, they will hopefully get a win against the Frisco Rough Riders. And so far, seeing the ball out there at Water Ridge Field in downtown Amarillo, boy, they look like they're going to propel a 77th of the season, as Amarillo now up 10-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning against Frisco. For the Rockhounds, 6-0 over Wichita. And it's early going in the ball game there at Riverboat Field, as they're tied up at 3-3. Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas in North Little Rock. So like I said, Corpus Christi and Tulsa does not start till 6:05 this evening. So time now 2:54 on this afternoon. So pretty good as we wrap up this game for San Antonio and Springfield here today. So anyway, we are going to give you some more scores, hopefully. But anyway, if we don't, then that is good as well. There we go. So we are going to highlight our 4 finalists in green. So far, pretty good in this one. All right, so I'm guessing with this live stream already over for the day, we thank every one of you for coming out. Greatest season ever. Thank you, fans, and thank you for coming out. Get your playoff tickets now, San Antonio Missionsbaseball.com. So again, we'll see y'all on Tuesday night, Division Series Game 1 at Amarillo. Then Game 2 at San Antonio, Game 3 necessary for next weekend. For all of us here, Bob and I are saying so long for now. until we meet at Amarillo Tuesday night at Water Ridge Field. So for all of us, have a great rest of your afternoon. Stay safe. And if you are joining us on coming to Amarillo, then that's good too. So anyway, hope you guys stay safe and drive home safely.